How's it going, Razmanites? We're gonna try something a little different this time because of the size of this, but challenge accepted. You guys and gals wanted to see this so bad that I dipped into my savings and was able to work out getting it. It's the How I Met Your Mother, the whole story, seasons 1 through 9, unboxing today on the Razman's Reality. Okay, so, like I said, we're trying something a little different because of the size. This is my Android camera. So, here's the box itself. There's the top corner, bottom right hand corner, where it tells you about the alternate ending and pineapple, solving the blue French horn, all of that. There's the front of the box. And you can see that it still has cellophane on it. So now I'm going to make a cut and I'll take the cellophane off and I'll show you the front and the back. Alright, so there it is, cellophane off and all of its beautiful glory. How I Met Your Mother, the whole story, of course, with the playbook design, Barney's playbook. So now let's take a look at the spine and the back. Sorry, I just wanted to show the pineapple and the blue French horn again. Alright. So here's the look of the spine. And there's the page design look. And then here is the back, which tells you everything. There's the special features. A little bit of a look. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, now it's coming into focus better. But that's the exclusive special features, and then spanning up, it just shows you overall, like, everything you get in the set. There's some of the screenshots and things like that. So, awesome set. And now, let's open it up. Okay, so when we open it up, we get these beautiful screenshots from the series here. Surrounded by the pineapple, the tie, and the blue French horn. Yeah, I just want to make sure I got that last one. It's kind of hiding in the corner there. You get a blurb about the history of the show itself on the spine. And then the DVDs, yes, DVDs, we'll get more into that later on. But the DVDs themselves are inside, and we'll show you how here. Alright, so there's how each season is placed inside the set. It looks like they would be easy to damage, but DJ Bob has the set, and I know that they'll be just fine. So, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show each season individually. From this point, I had to switch back to the webcam because the Android camera just did not have the capability to show off the season sets properly due to the way they were configured. And I also needed to insert another piece of raw footage here just to let you know that I did the best I could, but the movement just became way too tight cut-wise at some points for me to cut it all out. I spent 3 hours on one version of this edit and didn't even get past season 4 because of how the cuts kept overlapping each other and cutting parts of what I was saying out. So hopefully you all still enjoy with just a little bit of movement. So here are the season sets. There's season 1, in red lettering with Ted on the front. The spine, and Ted and the gang on the back. And then on the inside, we have disc 1, 2, and 3, 8 episodes per disc with special features listing. I know that they look like they are really easy and to damage and get, scratches on, but I did watch some of disc 1 in between the first half of the footage uploading from my phone to my computer, and I was able to get disc 1 out without damaging it, so I'm not really too concerned. And then on the inner flap here, you have a hilarious line from Lily from season 1 where she tells Marshall, "Your package has always been big enough. You may not know this, Marshall Erickson, but you've always had a giant package." One of my favorite lines from season 1. So, yeah, that's how season 1 looks. Oh, and I should point out before we move on to season 2, sorry, as I reposition myself back in the center of the camera there, I should point out that although these are DVD, having watched a little bit of them, they look fantastic, so there's not too much of a drop off, especially if you're watching on an HD TV like I am. And second of all, the discs actually do have their own individual artwork. It's just that this was going to be such a long episode anyway, I didn't see a point in showing you what each disc looked like. I figured an unboxing and overview is more about how the presentation is presented. So moving on now to season 2, which features Bonnie on the front, the spine, and another nice shot of the gang on the back. And once again, a 3-disc set, disc 1, 2, and 3, 8 episodes per disc with episode listing and special features listing. And the quote for season 2 is, "Whenever I start feeling sick, I just stop being sick and start being awesome instead." True story. One of the best Barney quotes from the entire show. And here we have season 3, which is Lily on the front with orange lettering. Forgot to point out the fact, but I know they all saw it anyway, but Barney's lettering was, of course, purple. The spine, and another really nice shot of the gang on the back. And once again, a 3-disc set, 8 episodes per disc with episode listing and special features listing. And the quote for season 3 is, "Robin, I appreciate your help, but there's a reason your name is Robin, not Batman," from Ted. Season 4 features Robin on the front in green lettering. Your spine. And as we're seeing a pattern develop here, the nice shot of the gang on the back. And once again, 3 discs, 8 episodes per disc with special features, listing, and episode listing. And the quote for season 4 is, "God, it's me, Barney. What up? I know we don't talk much, but I know a lot of girls call out your name because of me." Awesome. Season 5 features Marshall with orange lettering, and I know you guys and girls aren't blind and you've seen this already, but I neglected to say it out loud and point it out. And since this is an unboxing, I would feel stupid not to mention that they also have borders around them as well. Your spine, and of course your shot of the gang on the back. I really like this shot right here because you're really starting to see the growth of the characters, both in terms of personality and age-wise, of course. And yet again, a 3 disc set, 8 episodes per disc with episode listing and special features listing. I apologize for the squeaking. I should have mentioned that at the onset with my tray. And the way these are made in cardboard, this could just happen from time to time. There's not much I can do about it other than turn down the mic, but if I turn down the mic, you wouldn't be able to hear me. So you win some, you lose some. And then the quote for season 5 is, "I love a scotch old enough to order its own scotch," from Robin. Season 6 is Marshall and Lily in green lettering and borders on the front. Your spine, and your shot of the gang on the back. And once again, we can all see where this has gone by now. 3 disc set, 8 episodes per disc with episode listing and special features listing. And I forgot to point out as well, even though again it's something you all can clearly see, but individual screenshots from each season underneath the disc as well. And then the quote for season 6 is mouthful, so hopefully I remember it correctly, having only read through it once, but it's the first currency rotation specialist, went on to be a semifinalist on The Bachelor, or was a semi-finalist on The Bachelor, sorry. Then she went on to lose like 100 pounds on The Biggest Loser, and now she's totally starring in Celebrity Rehab. That, of course, from Robin. Season 7 has pink borders and lettering, and as you can see, it's the first one to feature the entire gang on the front. The spine, and there they are once again on the back, of course. Once again, 8 episodes per disc with special features listing and episode listing. And the quote for season 7 is from Barney that says, "For the first time in my life, I don't want to find myself in 3 years with some random girl, no matter how many boobs she has." Season 8 is blue lettering and borders with the entire gang on the front. the spine, and this one, and then this one by far is my favorite shot of the gang on the back under the yellow umbrella, signifying we're getting oh so close. And once again, 8 episodes per disc, 3 discs each, with episode listing and special features listing. And the quote for season 8 is, "You get older, you have kids, you stop stealing, it's sad." From Lily. And now, of course, we finally have season 9 with who else would it be but Ted and the mother herself, Tracy. And this one is in dark blue lettering, or that might be purple. To me, it looks like very dark navy blue. You'll have to judge for yourself, I guess. The spine. And then the final shot of the gang on the back. I really love how they did this with it like half in pencil to show, sort of symbolize, I guess, that the end has come. Really, really enjoy that shot right there. And finally, hopefully that fits over the entire tray, because this one is a 4 discer, because it also features the exclusive The Whole Story version bonus disc as well. But as always, 3 episodes per season, 8 episodes per disc, with episode and special features listing. The final quote for season 9 is, "Sasquatch is a gentle and loving creature. At this point, Robin is more like the Yeti, cold and aloof. Marshall." And then, even though we didn't point this out every time, because of length, how could I not say, what other choice could you have on the inside flap other than the second proposal, which is actually the one that led to the marriage? And so there you have it. How I Met Your Mother, the whole story unboxing. Hope you all enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. And yes, before anyone even bothers to ask, there will be a relive of this entire show via YouTube, where we'll be recapping each season and talking about my favorite memories, along hopefully with some friends. That series will be entitled 9 Years, a Legendary Look Back at How I Met Your Mother, so be on the lookout for that. If you'd like to, actually, before I end the episode, I mentioned the fact that I would touch on this and almost forgot to do so. It is really disappointing that, of course, this is DVD and not Blu-ray. How I Met Your Mother is one of those shows that was released on Blu-ray with season 4 back when the format was fairly new and didn't sell well. So the producers and showmakers kind of took it as, oh, the fans don't want Blu-ray, or they don't want to start over again with Blu-ray, whatever the case was. That being said, as I mentioned on the onset, having seen part of season 1 already, they do look really, really decent for an HDTV. Season 1 was remastered in widescreen, which of course it wasn't given to us on DVD in widescreen on the original season releases. So yet another reason that I'm so happy that I waited for the complete series along with the design itself, because now I get each season in proper disc format. So yeah, really disappointing, but not something that I didn't already know about and wasn't prepared to deal with ahead of time. The only thing I'm going to say is, of course, if they, a couple of years down the road, because of how iconic of a show this is to almost everyone in the world, decide to change their mind, I'm going to be one very ticked off individual. So, as I started to say a minute ago, as always, all the sites I write for down below in the description box. Full screen referral link if you'd like to apply to become a full YouTube partner down below as well. You can take part in the Patreon campaign if you have the means to do so. And as always, this is reality according to the Razman, and Razman style is not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.